Hi everyone, I'm Pat Prokop out here in the heavenly backyard garden, and it is the beginning of summer. What better time to take a tour of the garden? The dahlias are in full bloom and the daylilies are still blooming away. So come on, let's take that tour. The heavenly backyard astronomy and the heavenly backyard garden. Still got plenty of daylilies in bloom. This is the first day of summer. June 20th, 2025. Zinnias. Butterflies love zinnias. And I love zinnias, so it's a good combination. There's a daylily. I wish I knew the name. More zinnias. There's St. Francis. These are my late blooming daylilies. And they're big. This is orange velvet. It's just about finished with its set of blooms. One of the old-time favorites, Hyperon or Hyperion. I call it Hyperion. Now this is a ditch daylily. Boy, I tell you, if you have these, get rid of them because they are very invasive. I have been digging these out by the, gosh, tons it seems like. They just keep coming back. If you don't get rid of them, your whole garden will turn orange. If that's what you want, then plant the ditch daylilies. Some of my experimental cross-pollinations. I really like this one. Speaking of cross-pollinations, here's some more of mine. Over here, I really like this one. And more. A lot of them already bloomed out, but I have some more seed pods for me, as you can see right here. I think. Planting a cucumber tower here, I use a tomato hoop, and this gets some partial shade because the summer sun is very intense out here. And what I'm going to do is put the other half of this tower together on top of it like I have with my bean tower. I'll let the cucumbers grow up the tower. This is what I mean about these orange ditch daylilies. Very invasive. I had cleaned this out, I thought. One or two got away from me and they just expanded. And they'll take over. What I'm going to be doing though is I'm going to be digging all these up and I'm going to make this into a dahlia garden, this segment right over here. And the dahlias are beginning over there right now, but next year they'll be beginning over here. Here's my coleus I started from seeds. They're doing nicely. They're in a shaded area here. Looks very nice. My vertical garden, hanging baskets of New Guinea impatiens. And more of the dahlias. There's Holland Festival. Mingus Julie. Little Rocco. Lots of others. That's Sunny Boy. S-U-N-N-Y. Ken Imberlin. This is only partially open, about 1/3 its size. This is one of my daylilies that I started. And I'm trying to get another one going, as you can see. I don't know if it's going to take or not. This is one of my favorites, Holly Dancer. Isn't that a pretty daylily? More zinnias mixed in with the dahlias here. That purple one back in there, That's Thomas Edison. That's a favorite. I've been cutting these zinnias back to let them fan out somewhat and bush out to give them a better appearance. I don't want to get them too tall. Here's a beautiful dahlia. Fern Cliff's Inspiration. Boy, that does give you inspiration, doesn't it? And right above it there is Coral Sky. This is gorgeous. It's called Karma Gold. And right above it there, that is Cabana Banana. This is a beautiful dahlia, Emery Paul. And right above it is Boom Boom White, which has been blooming since late April. The Boom Boom White. Orange Inspiration. More Ferncliffs type dahlias. Dutch Carnival, this red one here, been putting on a pretty good show lately. Planted some new dahlias on June 6th, D-Day, and they're just coming up. They'll be blooming by the end of July. Tangerine Sorbet. I just love walking through these aisles of dahlias. Here's another Emery Paul. Carmen Sangria. Karma Sangria. This one here, it's caught in the loop right now, the hoop rather. That is Lavender Perfection. More buds on the way. Lake Ontario. This yellowish gold color one here. Nordic's Glory, the gold one here. This one is getting ready to bloom is Winky Kernel. That's Kevin Floodlight. It's about half open. Now over here, I'm expanding. I'm pushing the daylilies further closer to the fence. They get a lot more sunshine there. And this area over here is going to be converted into, guess what? More dahlia space. And the same thing over here. I'm pushing the daylilies further away and adding more dahlias. So that'll give me a nice walkway. Give you an idea. That's going to be, next year it's going to be real pretty to walk down this. It's pretty now, but it'll be even prettier next year. And there's my canna lilies around the holly tree. Big holly tree. And my amaryllis garden and agapanthus garden. My tiger lilies are blooming up by the greenhouse. I need to do some work in here. Some of these gloriosa lilies are getting carried away. And the echinacea, the coneflowers around the fountain are going crazy right now. I'm going to have to thin them out somewhat as well. This batch of cucumbers have really produced. It's has seen its day. I'm getting ready to take this down, refresh the soil, and start over again. Now over here, the tomatoes, they hate the intense sun out here. So I've been building these shade cloths above the tomatoes and around the tomato plants, and see how well that works. This is supposed to filter out 40% of the radiation from the sun, so that might help with the tomato production. I notice when it gets really hot, they just don't produce. And my okra. doing very well. I started these from seeds about 7 weeks ago now, and I'm just starting to cut okra. Summer squash, I'm going to need to refresh this one as well. I've been getting a lot of summer squash out of this area here, and here's a new tomato area here. And again, I made a new cover for it, sunshade cover. And I got heat tolerant tomatoes in here now, along with a couple Roma tomatoes at the very end there. But these are heat tolerant tomatoes. So it's an experiment, so I'm going to see what happens out of that. And in the middle I planted some basil to help, well, freshen the aroma in there and also ward off pests. And some French marigolds to ward off nematodes, root knot nematodes. And there's my bean tower. I just used 2 large tomato hoops and put one on upside down the other one and zip tied them together. And no beans yet, but they're on the way. I feel like Jack and the Beanstalk here. Look how high that thing's gotten. All I have to do now is wait for the beans to start producing. And I built another one right next to it. This is the one of my telescopes undercover because of all the clouds and rain we've been having. And there you have the heavenly backyard garden. Well, thanks for taking the tour. If you want to know more about how I prepared the soil when I planted the daylilies and the dahlias, look at the video right here on planting dahlias and in the comment section below on how to prepare your soil for beautiful daylilies. Thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.